Hi folks, question number 5 of the project is the easiest one of all. You probably don't even need me to show you how, but just in case, making this video to show you how that works. So, open up your spreadsheet, the same one you've been working on all along. Go to the Data Spreadsheet tab. That's kind of the main one with all of your data that we've always been starting from. Make sure that these columns, F, G, and H, are wide enough that you can see the headings clearly. Here they are, but if you need to adjust them, you can do that. Now, go down to the bottom of the page, scroll down to below all of this, and you will find down here, starting in row 66, there are 2 tables that we're going to fill in. This should already be there for you. We're just going to fill in the numbers. So single click in cell F67, that's this one right here, and type in, and this is on the instructions, but type it in exactly as it appears in the instructions, equals COUNTIF, count if, parenthesis, $3, F $57, comma, $D67, close parentheses, hit enter. So what we just asked Excel to do was to count for all the entries in cell F3 through F57, everything in this column, to count how many of them are equal to the contents of cell D67, which is the word always. So if something in one of these cells matched this, it got counted. Now, single click in that cell again so that it's outlined, and click in the little box in the lower right corner and drag across to these other 2 columns. Drag through the H column cell and release the mouse button, and you should have numbers in all 3 of these columns here. So now Excel counted all the always responses in those 3 columns. Now place the cursor on that little box and drag down through this bottom never row. And now we've had it count all of the responses to all of these. Now double check and make sure that in each of these 3 columns, all 4 numbers add up to 55. If they don't, mine do, but let me show you an example where they might not. In what you're looking at now, the numbers in this read notes column add up to 54. 20, 19 plus 1 is another 20, so that's 40, plus 14 is 54. What's wrong is if you go up to the top here, and look at the entries I typed in. See right there? That one is supposed to say the word always, but it's misspelled. It's spelled ALWYS. It's missing the A. So that didn't get counted as an always because it wasn't an always. So I would need to fix that either by just going in and typing it correctly or by finding some other cell where it is already typed correctly, copying from there and pasting here. So now that it does say always, if I scroll back down, now the numbers do add up to 55. So if yours don't add up to 55, that means that somewhere in your data, you have something that doesn't match those 4 words. Maybe because you misspelled it or typed it wrong or it got formatted wrong or something like that. Now we're going to convert these counts to percentages. So I'm going to click in cell F73 and type in equals F67/55. So I'm telling Excel to calculate the value of cell F67 divided by the number 55. And then I pressed enter. And it should already be set up so that's formatted as a percent. Now, again, we're going to copy this to the rest of the cells by dragging across and dragging down. And now we have percentages in all of these cells. And that's all you really have to do. But we'd like them to be nice and formatted correctly. And on mine, these numbers are not centered, which I would like them to be. So I'm going to highlight all of these numbers and then go up here and click the center button. So now that they are all centered in their cells, this looks the way I want it to. I do have borders around all of this, but if you don't, you might have to fix that. And that's pretty much it. So save your work and then go in and under the project module, there's a place to upload it under question 5. Click on submit assignment, click on choose file, find where the file is on your computer, click submit assignment, and you are done. So that's it for question 5. Now let me go ahead and mention, there's supposed to be a final phase to the project where you take all of these charts and tables and graphs and things that you made in Excel and put them all into a Word document where you explain and summarize and describe your results. We don't have much time left in the semester, so I'm going to make that final report optional. Partly because I just haven't been putting up instructions and things soon enough, and partly because of the various circumstances that have come up. We kind of ran out of time to get to that portion of the project. So I will put up instructions for how that goes if you want to try doing that. And if you do that and submit it by the last regular day in the semester, I'll grade that and give you credit for it. But if you don't do that, if you don't think that you're going to be able to get that done in the little time that we have left, then you don't have to. You can just not do that portion and I won't count it against you. And if you do that, I promise it won't hurt your grade. If you do a really bad job on it, it won't help your grade. But if you do score low, if you do turn something in for that final phase of the project and it's bad enough that it would bring your grade down, I just won't count it. But if you do it and what you submit is good enough that it would bring your grade up a little, then I will count it. So I'm treating that third phase of the project. So after you've done all the Excel stuff where you go into Microsoft Word and put all this together in a report, I'm treating that part as optional. So one of these days soon, I will put up instructions for that and a sample so you can see what that looks like. If you want to try doing that, it would be due on the last regular day of the semester. But if you don't want to do that, no penalty for not doing it.